any moment now and see what's going on. And that is what occurs. Quickly becomes a little lame. He gets to see everything that's going on. And now, with vision and another load of roaches coming in, we have missile attack level 2 for WholeGrn coming in. Going to do, well, again, they're kind of offsetting each other. So this is basically 1 versus 1, but so many roaches here by WholeGrn going to destroy all of Cobra's roaches and that spine crawler. But these mutas that are out on the field are going to be chasing down these roaches, quickly able to catch up and do lots of damage. We see WholeGrn having thrown down his third base. Things starting to heat up here as these mutas take out these overlords. Not close to supply blocking WholeGrn, however, but we see them doing all kinds of damage out here with these drones finally running away. With the appearance of these mutas going to scare off these appearance of the Hydra is going to be scaring off these mutalisks, and they will return to their base. WholeGrn mined out completely here at his main, as we see transfer away. That was strange. Lots. Okay, did put back here on his expansion. He should have left at least some over there at that third base. That would have been wise, but we see perhaps not a wise decision, as these mutas are going to be coming in to do try and take out this expansion, as we see WholeGrn over here finally seeing Cobra's expansion, which was immediately saturated with all kinds of drones. But now his natural just getting up again and getting some saturation there. And yes, WholeGrn will lose this expansion as these mutas will come into the natural and see what's going on, see these roaches come out, and now we have these mutas in the back breaking down indestructible rocks, able to break them down quickly and move right in and start taking out these buildings. The Roach Warren is down, Extractor is down, Hydralisk on its way down, and going to be taking down this queen. We'll be working on this spire down. And now going after the lair, as we see these roaches down here taking out this expansion. Going to be moving out here into this natural, taking down these roaches. Mutas come in, going to force these roaches to push away, but these mutas, these hydras up here, now quickly taking out all of these overlords of cobras, and these mutas doing tons of damage but getting taken out by the combined forces of roaches and mutas. And now we see some creep pooping going on over here on this side of the map, as we see WholeGrn really starting to be the only one who's really taking advantage of the creep, with all of these hydras out here. And as you know, hydras without creep, not really great. Several changelings out on the field. 8 changelings out here for but I can't imagine that WholeGrn doesn't know that they're not his, yet he is not yet killed them. So these lings coming, these changeling lings coming right out, quickly going to be taken out one by one by WholeGrn's Hydralisks. And now he no longer has vision. We still have this group of 6 mutas over here in this corner waiting for their opportunity to do damage, but there really isn't that much more that Cobra can do. He is putting down a mutalisk, I'm sorry, a Baneling Nest and another Roach Warren, so that he can get his forces back up, but it's not going to be enough. WholeGrn comes in with all these mutas, taking down all these buildings, going to take out the expansion, and that is going to have to be GG from Cobra. There's the good game. Well played by both gentlemen. Well, they're a whole lot better than me. WholeGrn having some conversation with a person who is no longer paying attention, apparently, because he's not going to answer. But there was a lot of good play, as you've heard me say. The only real things I can come out as a non-Zerg player to comment on is Whole would have liked to see more saturation on these bases sooner. Really took a long time for him to get this base saturated. It wasn't until his main was mined out that we saw any real saturation at this expansion. Would have liked to see a little bit more macro there. Cobra did, on the other hand, did a very good job of getting his expansion saturated quickly. But there was a lot of good scouting in this game. I like the creep spread. Keep spread. I like a keep spread. Anyway, that's going to do it for me, kids. I hope you enjoyed this cast. Thanks again to WholeGrn for sending it out. If you would like to have your game cast, a Nuubcast, to help me get better, to help yourself get better, as we all are trying to get better at this lovely game, send your replays to noobcasters@gmail.com and use your discretion. You know what a good game looks like. So if you've got one, send it on in and we will get it posted. And that's going to be it. Keep climbing that ladder, guys.